Number 10. Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls is Canada's most famous natural attraction, bringing in millions of site visitors yearly. Located just over an hour's drive from Toronto, along the American border, these huge falls decrease about 57 meters. You can see the falls at an astoundingly close distance from several key points. Niagara Falls as well as the Niagara Gorge have been attracting tourists and risk-takers for well over a century. Between the mid-19th and mid-20th centuries, there were numerous attempts to plunge over the falls in different types of homemade watercraft as well as barrels. This, in addition to tightrope walkers and various other spectacles, brought about the nearby community of Niagara Falls, establishing a circus-type environment that still persists today. Families will delight in a stroll down Niagara's outrageous Clifton Hill, bring about the canyon and falls. Various other prominent things to do here include a cruise ship to the base of the drops, a trip up the Skylon Tower for a fantastic aerial view, as well as an appearance from the all-time low of the falls on the Journey Behind the Falls experience. Number 9. Banff National Park. Banff National Park depends on the heart of the impressive Rocky Mountains in the district of Alberta and showcases some of Canada's majority of beautiful surroundings. Turquoise-colored lakes, snow-capped tops, as well as glaciers are all easily accessible in this sensational park. Take a breathtaking drive or avoid one of the best walks in Banff. The gem of the park is Lake Louise, where green waters show the bordering hills and glaciers, and also site visitors can walk easily around the coasts. Just a brief distance is Moraine Lake, an additional outstanding alpine lake with an even slightly more remarkable surrounding. Number 8. Toronto's CN Tower. On the shores of Lake Ontario in Canada's biggest city is the renowned CN Tower, one of Canada's most renowned spots. The tower stands an impressive 553 meters high and also controls the skyline. At the top, you can discover fine dining in the rotating 360 dining establishment, as well as appreciate a dish while looking out over the city and lake. The lookout and the glass floor offer gorgeous views out over the entire location. For an added adventure, take into consideration tipping beyond the enclosed location onto the steel sidewalk for the CN Tower Edgewalk. You'll be used in and afterward have the ability to walk the structure, 116 tails or 356 meters, 1,168 feet, in the air listed below. However, also those who choose not to go up the tower will find themselves quitting to look at the framework, which is visible from nearly anywhere in the city. In the evening, the tower is lit in different colors. Number 7. Old Quebec. Old Quebec is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and also one of Canada's historic gems, spread throughout the upper as well as lower town of Quebec. This area contains the city's most historical buildings. The lower town, along the St. Lawrence River, is the website of the initial settlement as well as home to the impressive Fairmont-le-Château Frontenac, along with numerous other treasures. The upper town rests on 100-meter high cliffs and is residence to the Citadel, the Plains of Abraham, Place d'Armes, as well as the Parquet Historique de l'Artillerie. Old Quebec is among Canada's most prominent historical locations and also is well established for tourists. In addition to the historical sites, various other highlights include artists displaying their service Rue du Trésor, intriguing galleries, like the Musée de la Civilisation, and also distinct shops and dining establishments. Number 6. Whistler. Simply a 2-hour drive from Vancouver is the well-known ski resort of Whistler Blackcomb as well as the year-round hotel destination of Whistler. While Whistler has constantly been an essential winter season sports area, it has also turned into a popular summertime location, with golf, mountain biking, as well as a lively town ambience anytime you go to. The village got an international interest in 2010 when it turned into one of the locations for the 2010 Winter Olympic Games. The location provides world-class skiing, resorts, and also dining, in addition to a variety of exterior leisure opportunities as well as lovely hill scenery. Number 5. Ottawa's Parliament Hill. Ottawa's Parliament Hill stands high above the Ottawa River and also is graced by the neo-Gothic style Parliament buildings constructed in the last 50% of the 19th century. One of the most famous features is the Peace Tower, which divides your Home of Commons and the Senate on either side. Before the Parliament buildings are the Centennial Flame, lit in 1966 to commemorate the centenary of the Canadian Confederation, and also behind the buildings is a sculpture garden. In the summer, the changing of the guard occurs on the front grass of your Homes of Parliament, weather condition permitting. Below Parliament Hill, a lovely walk runs alongside the Ottawa River. Number 4. Old Montreal. Old Montreal, lined with charming historic structures, is an area to opt for great shopping and also great dining. While Montreal itself is a vivid modern city, Old Montreal, down by the waterside, is where you'll want to go to absorb the atmosphere. A few of the must-see locations in Old Montreal include Rue Bonsecours as well as the Spots Marché Bonsecours in the old town hall structure, the interior of the lovely Notre Dame Basilica, the vibrant Place Jacques Cartier, and also the 1870s City Hall. Number 3. Vancouver Island. Although it is less than a 2-hour ferry ride from the mainland, Vancouver Island can appear a globe away. Most people head to Victoria, BC's funding city, for sightseeing and tour and also society, but if you head north into the wild as well as remote landscapes, the island holds some unforeseen as well as unforgettable experiences. Nature fans can hit the best hiking trails on Vancouver Island as well as set themselves up at some beautiful outdoor camping locations. Those searching for even more convenience can constantly resort to one of the island's lodges or resorts. Among the island's most amazing views are the old-growth forests of large trees, some more than 1,000 years of age. Within the day-tripping range of Victoria are the ancient trees of Eden Grove, near the town of Port Renfrew. If you are directing the island, you can likewise roam through Cathedral Grove, not far from the town of Port Alberni, or copulate out to Tofino to see a lot more substantial trees. Number 2. Bay of Fundy. The Bay of Fundy, situated in eastern Canada in between New Brunswick and Nova Scotia, is recognized for its incredible tides. The variant in between low and high is the biggest worldwide, coming up to an optimum of 19 meters. While there are several methods to appreciate this all-natural wonder, a few of one of the most prominent locations as well as views along the Bay of Fundy are the high cliffs and also rock developments at Hopewell Cape, Fundy National Park, the Fundy Trail Parkway, and also Grand Manan Island. Number 1. Gros Morne National Park. Newfoundland's Gros Morne National Park is farther than much of Canada's most popular national parks, yet worth the initiative to find this gorgeous landscape of mountains as well as fjords. The park is a UNESCO World Heritage Site including steep high cliff walls, waterfalls, and fascinating rock formations sculpted by the glacier-fed waters. The majority of visitors take a boat trip to appreciate the views, however, there are also trekking routes and also chances for kayaking. In winter, the park gets far fewer site visitors, yet is open for ski touring, complete with backcountry ski huts.